यस्य रूपमधिकम् प्रच्छन्नगुप्तं धनम् विद्या भोगकरी यशः सुखकरी विद्या गुरुणा गुरुः विद्या बन्धुजनो विदेशगमने विद्या परं दैवतम् विद्या राजसु पूज्यते न तु धनम् विद्या विहीनः पशुः विद्या प्रशस्यते लोकैः विद्या सर्वत्र गौरवा विद्यया लभते सर्वम् विद्वान् सर्वत्र पूज्यते ज्ञानेन सदृशं पवित्रमिह विद्यते न हि ज्ञानेन सदृशं पवित्रमिह विद्यते न हि ज्ञानेन सदृशं पवित्रमिह विद्यते।
Dr. Kanchana Sattur has done her bachelor's degree in commerce, that is in banking and insurance. She has done her master's of business administration specializing in financial specialization from ICFAI and has been a recipient of a scholarship for securing first rank in all the semesters. She has cleared the master's in commerce, that is in business management, from the University of Mumbai. She has qualified national eligibility test in management as well as commerce. She holds a PhD degree in commerce, business policy and administration. She has been working as an assistant professor in Department of Management Studies at Parle Tilak Vidyalaya Association's Mulund College of Commerce since 2012. She has presented and published more than 14 research papers across various national and international conferences. She has also received the Best Research Paper Award and has her research paper published in UGC Care listed journals. She is a registered PhD supervisor. Currently, she is the chairperson of Research Promotion and Assessment Committee and also the teacher in charge from MCC for Avishkar Research Convention conducted by University of Mumbai. She has guided 11 students teams for Avishkar Research Convention till the date. Her doctoral study was completed in the duration of 3 years. Her study focused on understanding the concept of service quality, sustainability, suitability, and application of cervical model to assess service quality and the factors that impact service quality expectations and perceptions of customers. So welcome Vidya Vachaspati, Dr. Kanchana Sattur.
Namaste. I am Dr. Kanchana Sattur from Mulund College of Commerce, Management Studies Department. I thank PTVA management and the principal Dr. Sonali Pednekar of Mulund College of Commerce for giving me this opportunity to present my doctoral research work. I did my PhD in the year 2019 and the title is Suitability of Circle Model to Assess Service Quality in Retail Sector in Mumbai Metropolitan Region. I did my PhD under the guidance of Dr. Vinita Pimple from R.A. Podar College of Commerce and Economics. In the current scenario, with intense competition and ever-changing dynamics of business world, two major factors for any company to focus upon is customer satisfaction and loyalty. To achieve this customer satisfaction, to increase it, to maintain it, and to ensure that there is loyalty from the customers, the businesses need to focus upon the concept of service quality. Maintaining service quality will influence the customer satisfaction and the loyalty, which will in turn increase the business capacity and the business revenues for any business. However, the biggest challenge for any business is the services are intangible and hence they are highly subjective. Defining, measuring, drawing objective inferences with regards to service quality becomes very difficult for any business. Customer judgments are based on the expectations and the experiences they have with respect to service quality. Thus, service quality is indispensable for any business to survive, to grow, and the successful venture. Businesses need to ascertain the quality of services that are offered by them in order to improve themselves, to grow, and to ensure repeat customers. Now, to develop the measurement scales for service quality is very challenging, and researchers have been working on this area for years together. The development of service quality begins with understanding, conceptualizing, and defining the concepts of service and quality. The next step is understanding and establishing the determinants of service quality, developing service quality measurement scale, and the last step is application, validation, and modification of service quality measurement scales. The scale that I have used for my doctoral studies is one of the most popular and widely applied service quality measurement scale for assessing service quality, which is called as CIRQUAL scale. This was conceptualized as a model in the year 1985 and developed in 1988 as a measurement tool by Parsuraman, Zetmal, and Berry. This scale consists of 5 dimensions with 22 factors of service quality and is known as Rater scale. The developers of this model explained service quality as an outcome of difference between perception of service quality and expectation of service quality. Hence, it is also called as gap analysis. These are the 5 dimensions of service quality as per the CIRQUAL model and the factors that influence the service quality. The first dimension is reliability. Reliability has various parameters like providing services which have been promised by the business, dependability on handling the customer service problems, performing services correctly for the first time, providing services at the promised time, maintaining the error-free records. The second dimension is assurance. There are 4 factors under this dimension. Employees who instill confidence in the customers, making customers feel safe in their transactions, consistently courteous employees, employees who have knowledge to answer the customer queries and complaints. The third dimension is tangibles. Tangibles includes factors like modern furniture and equipment, visually appealing and attractive facilities, employees with neat professional appearance, visually appealing materials associated with the service. The fourth dimension is empathy. Empathy has factors like giving customers individual attention, employees who deal with customers in a caring manner, keeping the customer's best interest at heart, employee understands customer needs and services are provided accordingly, operating hours are convenient to the customers. The last dimension is responsiveness. The factors under responsiveness are informing customers about what services will be provided, prompt service to the customers, willingness to help customers, readiness to respond to the request of the customers. Now, the need to study service quality in retail business setting, it arises from the fact that I am a faculty of management studies and I am curious to always know how do businesses develop new strategies in order to meet the changes that are happening. And with respect to retail sector, it is the ever-changing and dynamic environment. Businesses majorly are offering services and not the products. Measuring quality for products is easier and can be based on standards and parameters. However, in retail setting, services are the major offerings by the businesses. Retail businesses are growing manifold and customer satisfaction and loyalty becomes very important for the business, and to get customer satisfaction and loyalty, focusing on the quality of the service becomes indispensable for the business. Measuring service quality in retail setting is very challenging because of the inherent features of intangibility and subjectivity. The review of literature included in my doctoral study is very extensive and has more than 105 research papers and articles reviewed along with other published and unpublished sources. My review of literature has been bifurcated into 4 categories. The first is emergence of service quality and CIRQUAL. The second is application of CIRQUAL instrument in international studies, which has got further bifurcations of international studies supporting CIRQUAL as a valid instrument, international studies questioning the validity of CIRQUAL instrument. The third is application of CIRQUAL instrument in Indian studies, again further bifurcation, Indian studies supporting CIRCOL as a valid instrument, Indian studies questioning the validity of CIRCOL instrument, and the fourth part is application of CIRCOL model in the retail industry, and the further bifurcations are service quality studies, CIRCOL studies in international retail industry and CIRCOL studies in Indian retail industry. Now coming to the organized Indian retail sector segment. Because the retail sector segment is very huge, I have considered three major segments for my study. The Indian retail sector is divided into two basic divisions of organized and unorganized. My study focuses on the organized part. The organized part has further bifurcations of food and beverage, apparel and accessories, consumer durables and IT, home decor and furnishings, etc. My doctoral research work focuses on the three major segments of Indian retail segment, that is FMCG, apparel, consumer durables and IT. The research objectives for my study are to describe the application of service quality CIRCOL dimensions in organized retail businesses, to understand the demographic factors and their relation with service quality for the three segments that I have considered for my study, to identify and analyze various service quality dimensions impacting service quality expectations and perceptions for the three retail segments, to identify most significant and less significant dimensions or factors of service quality for these three segments, to carry out gap analysis for various dimensions of service quality for these three retail segments, and one of the most important research objective which relates to the title of my study, to test the suitability of CIRCOL model in service industry, especially measurement for three retail business segments, to test if there is a significant difference between expectations and perceptions of service quality in retail sectors for these three segments. Based on these research objectives, the hypotheses were framed. The first hypothesis is the CIRCOL model is not suitable for assessing service quality in retail sector. There are sub-hypotheses for each of the retail segment, that is FMCG, apparel, consumer durables and IT. The second hypothesis is there is no significant difference in the mean scores of service quality dimensions according to the demographic factors of the retail sector. Again, there are further sub-hypotheses for this part for FMCG, apparel, consumer durables and IT. Third hypothesis is there is no significant difference between customers' expectations and perceptions of service quality dimensions in retail sector, with further bifurcations of FMCG, apparel and consumer durables and IT. The sample size for my study has been on the basis of the three stratas. The sampling technique is stratified and clustered sampling. The three stratas are FMCG, apparel, consumer durables and IT, and the clusters are Mumbai city, Mumbai suburbs, Thane, Palghar, Raigad. Roughly the sample size goes beyond 1600. The data analysis tools used for my study are, first, for demographic profile of the respondents, the tools applied are frequency charts, pie charts, bar charts. For demographic variables and service quality dimension means, mean scores and gap analysis. For the descriptive analysis, confirmatory factor analysis, ANOVA, standard deviation, etc. For inferential analysis, pair t-test, structure equation modeling, path analysis. The data analysis for my doctoral research is very vast because there are three major parts and each part has been separately tested for the hypothesis testing. Part A, FMCG, Part B, apparel, Part C, consumer durables and IT segment. The data analysis and interpretation is presented in the following manner: demographic profile of the respondents, descriptive analysis for verifying the research objectives, inferential analysis for testing of the hypothesis. The structure equation model for FMCG segment is for the hypothesis 1. This structure equation modeling shows the model for expectations and perceptions. The model fit statistics for the FMCG segment helped in proving that the CIRCOL model is suitable for assessing the service quality in retail sector for FMCG segment. ANOVA test was used for testing of hypothesis number 2, that is significance of differences in mean scores according to the demographic variables. It helped in proving that there is a significant difference in the mean scores of service quality dimensions according to the demographic factors of retail sector for FMCG segment. For testing of hypothesis 3, paired sample t-test for FMCG segment was used. Difference between expectations and perceptions. It helped in proving that there is a significant difference between customer expectations and the perceptions of service quality dimensions in retail FMCG segment. The service quality gap analysis for FMCG segment throwed some astonishing results. All the 22 items under the 5 dimensions of service quality showed negative gap scores, that is perception minus expectation. This shows that customer perceptions about the service quality experienced by them are lower than what they were expecting. The highest gap score was for the responsiveness dimension and the lowest gap score was for the assurance dimension and the reliability dimension. Retail FMCG stores need to improve their services and focus on the responsiveness factors in order to reduce the service quality gap. This was the analysis for part A and this was repeated for part B and part C. This is the gist of the analysis done for part B and part C. The circle model is suitable for assessing service quality in retail apparel as well as the consumer durables and IT segment. There is a significant difference in the mean scores of the service quality dimensions according to the demographic factors for both the segments. There is a significant difference between the customer expectations and perceptions of service quality dimensions for apparel as well as consumer durables and IT segment. All the 22 items under the 5 dimensions of service quality showed a negative gap for both the retail segments. Retail stores need to improve their services and focus on the below given dimensions, that is reliability dimension for apparel sector and the tangible dimension for consumer durables and IT segment. Now looking at the findings of this study, there are 4 major findings of my doctoral research. First, circle model, which is one of the oldest models which was developed for assessing the service quality, is still applicable, is still suitable for the 3 major retail segments, that is FMCG, apparel, consumer durables and IT segment. The demographic variables like age, income, gender, etc. have a significant influence on the consumer service expectations as well as their perceptions. There exists a significant difference between customers' service perceptions and the service expectations. The service quality gap scores were negative for all the circle dimensions in case of all the 3 segments, which showed that customers were expecting much more from these retail businesses, whereas their experiences with respect to the service quality is not matching those expectations. Some of the recommendations based on my data analysis and interpretation: the retailers do need to understand the importance of service quality and its role in enhancing the customer satisfaction. Service quality and policy structure for the same should be imbibed in the organization culture and employee training. The retailers for the 3 segments of FMCG, apparel, consumer durables and IT should make an attempt to understand customer expectation with respect to the services that they are offering. The retailers should conduct service quality surveys regularly and maintain and improve the levels of service quality. Retailers should make use of circle model and the scale to improve their service quality. Retailers should also focus on the segment specific significant dimensions which were derived from my study in order to understand the expectations and the perceptions in a better manner. Service quality gaps should be calculated and corrective steps should be undertaken for the variables under 5 dimensions and improvement in the overall service quality levels. This is the proposed focus area for service quality improvement. According to the various segments, FMCG, apparel, consumer durables and IT, I have tried to propose the areas of demographic variables which the companies need to focus in order to give better quality of service. Age group, for FMCG it has to be 16 to 25 years and 56 and above. These are the 2 age groups where the businesses need to focus. For apparel segment, it is 16 to 25 years and 56 and above years. Consumer durables and IT segment, 36 to 45 years and 56 and above years. In case of gender, for FMCG sector, the companies need to focus more on females. In case of apparel segment, more on males. And in case of consumer durables and IT segment, both male and female, the company needs to focus equally. Third is marital status. In case of FMCG, single and married are the 2 categories which need to be focused by the companies more. For apparel, it is the single group which is more influencing and which has more impact on the service quality levels. Consumer durables and IT segment, again single and married. In case of educational qualification, For FMCG, the companies need to focus more on non-graduates and postgraduates. In case of apparel, it is more of postgraduates. In case of consumer durables and IT segment, others as well as graduates. Next is occupation. For FMCG sector, in case of occupation, salaried and other class. For apparel, salaried class and the other class again. For consumer durables and IT segment, business and self-employed. These are the occupational groups which the companies need to focus. Annual family income more than 15 lakhs and 5 lakhs to 10 lakhs group for the FMCG sector. For apparel, more than 15 lakhs and 5 lakhs to 10 lakhs. For consumer durables and IT segment, more than 15 lakhs and less than 5 lakhs. These are the family income groups which the companies need to focus upon. Type of family, joint and nuclear for all the three segments, and circle dimensions that needs to be focused upon as shown. For FMCG, it is responsiveness and assurance. For apparel segment, it is tangibles and reliability. For consumer durables and IT, it is tangibles and reliability. This brings me to the end of my presentation. I hope that I have been able to contribute to the study of service quality. The past work done by the previous authors, I hope I was able to contribute in some manner, and I hope that my study will influence future researchers to add in more to the vast body of knowledge that is already existing. Thank you.
ज्ञानेन सदृशं पवित्रमिह विद्यते नहि ज्ञानेन सदृशं पवित्रमिह विद्यते नहि ज्ञानेन सदृशं पवित्रमिह विद्यते